What are you doing now, John?
Just making your head nicely against the frame.
It's a polite way of saying, Luke, your head is too big. I'm having to strain every ounce of my skill.
Oh, I didn't want to say.
Yeah, didn't want to say. Didn't want to say back in 2016.
Right.
When we launched the channel. Is his head a bit Andy, did you see the size of his head?
I've got things, Luke, as a short person, I've always got the problem in like any photos. I will always look like I've got the biggest head because I always have to sit at the front. And so, by the way, this is a really, like, this is one of the photos that we use for like the thumbnails. We were all like that, and I'm like, I've got a huge head compared to everyone sat behind me because me and Mike both have huge heads.
People say that Ellen is small, but look at the photo evidence.
Look at a huge head.
Show of the weekend, show of the weekend, show of the weekend, show of the weekend, show of the weekend.
Ellen, guess what came out in the world?
What?
Several weeks ago. But
all right.
Look, the release schedule is slow, and we've got a lot of backlog to get through. The Great Ace Attorney Chronicles.
Take that!
That's right, Ellen. The Great Ace Attorney Chronicles has finally been released for Switch, PC, and PS4. The game combines two new adventures in the Ace Attorney series of graphic novel legal dramas, this time setting the action in days of yore.
Days of my what?
I knew as soon as I said it. As soon as I said it, I knew you cannot give her an inch. She will take a mile. You have to be so careful. This time setting the action in the past. Specifically, the end of Japan's Meiji era, but with the action also moving to the UK in Victorian times, where our heroes crack cases alongside legendary detective Sherlock Holmes.
Yay.
Andy sent me an article. Apparently it's to do with a copyright thing.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, Ellen, I would like to quiz you on the game, if that's okay with you.
Yeah, that's fine.
Is that all right?
Yeah.
Good. This would be a much shorter video if you had said no. actually, Luke. No.
Yeah, no, not really feeling it this
Do
week.
something else, Luke. Question 1. Ellen, the Ace Attorney series is beloved by fans for its twisty-turny plots and wacky cast of characters, but its most famous feature is that all the lawyers yell their cool courtroom slogans.
Objection!
Most notably, of course, Phoenix Wright, who says, how's it go?
Objection!
Objection!
Ellen, I'm going to give you just 1 minute of brainstorming to come up with your own courtroom catchphrase. It must take less than 2 seconds to yell.
Ooh.
So it's like you're in the game. Okay. Right, I'm going to... Well, I'm just going to sit back. Do you want pen and paper? Okay, she's gone into the zone. Okay.
I'm going to have a think. Right, okay, I've got three options.
3 options?
I'll give you the context for each one and then shout
Okay,
them.
yeah, perfect,
Okay.
perfect.
So 1, objection, it's good. It's like a lawful thing that, that is used in courts,
Sure.
Way to
Don't know how
you
lawful
object.
it is to scream it as loud as you can.
Yeah, I don't sure.
I don't think you need to do that.
It's basically saying, hey, I disagree with that.
Okay, yeah.
All right, so my
cool.
ones I've gone for basically when I get a bit angry, my London accent comes out, all right?
Of course.
If I don't like it, my one is, nah, mate.
That's good. Can you deliver it in your show? Total silence.
Nah, mate. Nah, mate.
Very
There you
good.
go.
Yeah.
All right, instead of a hold it,
Yeah.
it's, oi.
Yeah, okay, yeah, that's good. That's good. Oi!
Oi.
Oi! Phoenix!
And then finally, for the take that, instead
Yeah.
of take that, in your face.
Oh, that's really good. That's really aggressive. That's good. We've got 3, but we'll say that the main one, because it's like the objection.
Yeah. Nah, mate.
You want to deliver it right now?
Yeah. Nah, mate.
Ellen, the first case of Ace Attorney Chronicles, sees hero Ryunosuke hauled up in front of a judge for a murder he didn't commit. We've all been there, albeit not necessarily about murder. Ellen, can you think of a time you got in trouble for something you didn't do?
When I was in secondary school, I never got a detention. I was a real goody two-shoes at secondary school.
Great record.
But I was in a few class detentions.
Oh, right.
Where they couldn't find out who it was,
Where
so
you were-
everyone has to stay back. And I'm like,
Sure.
genuinely, in primary school, my teacher used to send me out on errands when he wanted to shout at the class.
Oh, really? So Ellen shouldn't have to hear this.
He'd be like,
You useless scrubs! You can learn something from Rose!
and amazingly, my friends didn't hate me for this. They just got excited when they got put on an errand with me because they were like, yeah, I'm not getting shouted at.
Yeah, you can just hear it through the walls.
Welcome, let's go to the office and hand in this thing.
What was it when you came back into the classroom? Was the teacher sort of like sweating and
Just come in and go, is everyone okay?
all the other kids are like crying and... If I've told you the story about when I was in primary school with the sticks.
No, please
Why
do.
not? Okay.
Maybe halfway through I'll go, oh yeah, the sticks.
So
But do remind.
In my primary school, kids were fighting with sticks a lot because there were a lot
Right.
of sticks around.
Yeah.
And so it became a thing of like, get the best stick you can, fight someone with it.
Like cool sword fights or just
More like that one, yeah. Or just like...
I was thinking like, yeah, we're gonna be like ding 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 ding.
Oh yeah, like
Swords.
parry, thrust. No, it was more like ah. And because there was, a woodland on the edge of the, like not a woodland, there were trees and stuff. There were sticks and branches were available. So the good, like sticks were kind of the currency of the playground, like the best sticks you had. Anyway, there was
In
too
a city London school, don't understand.
no sticks. So anyway, there was too much fighting with sticks. So the
Right.
teacher was like, from today, no more fighting with sticks. Anyone caught with sticks is going to get in a lot of trouble. So we're like, oh man, we have to bury our stick collection. because we don't want to lose our sticks. We've all collected these sticks.
Yeah.
So I was merely moving my sticks to a secure
safe
location.
location,
I was
right.
merely carrying them to bury them or something like a dog.
Yeah.
Absolutely cast iron certain that they would be needed again or would be still valuable. And, I don't know, that I'd go back when I was 15. It's my pension. These were great sticks.
Nest egg, you
Yeah.
know.
Anyway, me and my friends, we got caught. And it was like fighting with sticks. What did I say? And we were like, we weren't fighting. We were merely transporting.
We were burying
I was
them.
only holding the sticks.
Sorry.
School can be cruel.
Yeah.
Okay, now this is the last question, but it is by far
The greatest. In size.
Yeah, it is by far the longest. Yeah. Ace Attorney Chronicles takes the series from its modern setting back into the past, with many of the linguistic quirks of the United Kingdom of that time. But how well could you get along on the mean streets of Victorian London? We're going to find out because, Ellen, I've been doing a little bedtime reading of a book from 1909 published by British writer Andrew Forrester under the pseudonym James Redding Ware, Passing English of the Victorian Era, a dictionary of heterodox English slang and phrase. These phrases are no longer in use, but can you guess
what it is?
what they mean? I wouldn't expect anyone to get any of these right.
Well, like, the thing is, like, London has had, like, you know about Cockney rhyming slang, but there was also back slang, where they just said words backwards, which is where my nickname Nelly comes from, because it's just Ellen backwards. That's why like my nickname is Nell.
Origin
or Nelly.
story: SAUCEBOX.
You SAUCEBOX.
There you go. You already got it. Good usage. Good usage. Can you guess what SAUCEBOX was slang for?
Well, it's very euphemistic.
Ellen, I'm just going to get ahead of that and say every single one of these will sound rude.
Yeah.
Especially now that you've said that.
Yeah. Okay. Right. I think like sauce. I think like sauce is like cash. So like a cash box, maybe.
That is a great guess. The answer is mouth.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Shut your
That
sauce
makes
box.
sense. Shut
Shut your sauce box, mate. Afternoonified.
Bigger than 12. Like thinking of like on the clock or something like that.
That is great thinking. It's wrong, but it is but it is very logical. It's a society word, according to this dictionary, meaning smart, as in, and this is a usage.
afternoonified.
The goods are not afternoonified enough for me.
Well, that's sort of like an afternoon tea, and it needs to be like fancy.
Something has to be smart. So, for example, if I were to walk into the members' club, dressed as I am, they would say, "Sir,
you need to afternoonify.
Yes, that hoodie is not exactly afternoonified.
Yes.
The goods are not afternoonified enough."
Smart cash, basically.
Yeah. Bags o' mystery.
Oh! No, I know this one. This has come up before. I don't know whether it's here or somewhere else. Did Andy ask me this on a previous show?
Oh, maybe.
If which I've...
Wait, is this the second time we've done old slang on... Uh-oh.
Oh, God.
I bet we've done this before.
But not exactly. Not Victorian specific.
Look, if we've done it before, we're doing it again. If
been
Ellen
so long
if
since
Ellen
we've
and
done
I can't
anything.
remember, that should be the test of whether we're allowed to do it.
We rewatch these as much as you guys do, which, by the way, thank you for doing that.
Yeah, thanks for doing that. Sorry that we're possibly repeating content.
Yeah, it's sausages.
Hey! It is
my
sausages.
goodness.
And would you like some alternative terms for Victorian slang for sausages?
Yeah,
Because
go
I was
on.
skimming through his dictionary. Bloodworms,
Oh, bloodworms there, that makes sense.
bloodworms, or snossage.
Snossage. Oh, we have a snossage.
Snossage. Snossage sandwich. Bang up to the elephant.
Bang up to the elephant. Right. Well, bang up to the elephant. Maybe I'm thinking right up to the trunk of a car. Cars were just starting to be a thing.
It is an 1882 term meaning perfect, complete, unapproachable.
Bang up to the elephant.
Yeah.
Well, you don't approach an elephant.
Imagine you've just finished your Sunday roast. That was bang up to the elephant.
Bang up to the elephant. Yeah.
That's a good one, isn't
That's
it?
fun.
I like that one.
Well, like you say, it's a bang up job. Like,
Yeah,
that's the current
true.
thing.
That's true. Yeah,
But it's
a bang up job.
I
You've
like
done
the
a bang up
elephant.
job. You've done a bang up job there.
That's fun.
Specifically, bang up to the elephant.
Yeah.
Rain napper.
Rain napper. Like an umbrella.
Yes.
Hey!
Hey, very good. Bow wow mutton.
Bow wow mutton. Well, like dog food.
I'm gonna let you have it. It's I believe it's food that's so bad it might be dog flesh. That's basically what it means. Something like
Also literal dog.
Bow wow, bow wow mutton. Smothering a parrot. And now the next slang. That's the sound it would make. There's no way you'll guess this one, but it's a good one.
Is it like stopping yourself from laughing or stopping yourself from coughing?
No, but that's great.
So like if you're at the...
Hi, it's the building manager. Yeah, we're having some complaints about the parrot noises. I'd just like to ask you all to keep it down in here. I'm the building manager.
You know you have a very similar voice to Andy Farrant.
Well,
But you're not, I can see you're not him.
you can see.
I can see your physical build is completely different.
Yeah, I've got all these other extra arms. That
You do.
I mean,
And it's making me take you seriously and your complaint.
I don't know who this Andy Farron is, but I imagine he has the regular 2 arms.
He does have the regular 2 arms.
Yeah. Anyway,
Very straight.
complaints have been coming in thick and fast.
Building manager, can you guess what the slang term "smothering a parrot" in Victorian language meant?
I'm afraid the union terms don't allow me to guess in quizzes.
Well, thanks very much.
All right, well,
You've been a lot of fun. Thanks.
Thanks for your time.
Thank you, building manager. Smothering a parrot is draining a glass of absinthe neat.
Oh, there must be like a parrot on the botanist.
It's because it's green.
Fairy.
It's because it's bright green. So, yeah.
Smothering a parrot. If you're swallowing it, you're depriving it of alcohol, of air. Even you're not depriving it of alcohol.
That's
you're giving
true.
yourself a lot of alcohol.
I mean, if you swallow a parrot, technically, I guess you've smothered it.
yeah. It's a very long way about it, you know, which also
There are
risks
quicker
smothering
ways to
you.
kill a parrot. Kick his head off.
Sorry to any parrots watching. Because sometimes they are. People have sent in photos like, my bird's
Oh my god,
watching
they
your
have,
show.
yeah. My cockatiel or something was like, mm.
Who's a pretty bird? You're a pretty bird.
You're a pretty birdie.
Yeah.
And that goes out to, if you're not a parrot as well, you're a pretty birdie.
You're a pretty birdie.
Who's a pretty... Polly want a cracker? Polly Collie deserve a cracker. Well, now that we've cleared that up. Bone shaker.
The toboggan ride at Disneyland, the mountain one. Not Thunder Mountain, but the other one. Andy and I went on that, and when we came off it, we were like, I can feel my skeleton.
Yes.
So
Well, perhaps there's a clue in that. Some kind of conveyance.
I think a train or a... no, it's a horse carriage that is a
Good.
horse.
Think what would be even newer at the time, potentially.
Car.
Even more cutting edge. Wait, less cutting edge. Less cutting edge than a car.
Tram. Bus.
Think smaller.
Small bus.
It was an 1870 onwards youth term to describe the earliest bicycles.
Oh, bikes, of course.
Because they didn't have inflatable wheels. Excuse me, mind out for my bone shaker.
I say, drive straight, old boy. Have you been smothering a parrot?
Yeah.
So it was just a staggeringly unpleasant experience. All right, I really, really like this one. Take the egg.
Take the egg.
Keep it secret.
Keep it
Keep it warm. To take the egg means to...
Seize the day.
That's really good.
Because you have an egg in the breakfast.
You do have an egg in the breakfast. We've started talking in a Victorian lilt. Always have an egg in the breakfast. I began my day with an egg in the breakfast. Then I went round to my banker to take a draft. To win. It's to win. That's an American one, apparently. So any Americans watching, congratulations on your great slang that I assume is still in use.
Take an egg.
To take the egg.
Take the egg.
Wow, he's really taken the egg in the archery. But of course it was Ellen who took the egg in the show of the weekend quiz.
Yay!
To take
Maybe it's
the
like
egg.
the golden egg. So take the gold. Like golden goose egg from the fairy
Or
stories.
in olden times, eggs just much more valuable. So
Yeah.
get an egg.
Get the egg.
Get yourself an egg. I've got an egg. What do you think of this? Butter upon bacon. It's butter upon bacon.
It's a bit too much.
I'm going to give you that. The dictionary uses the word extravagance.
Yeah,
but I think
like
that's
you don't need
Yeah.
bacon. Hardly need any oil at all. You can just put it in straight, really, if you want. If you've got a good enough pan.
It's an extravagance.
So putting in butter is a bit much.
It's ostentatious. It's extravagant. It's butter on bacon.
I know. Maple syrup on bacon, however, is legit.
Yeah, that's different.
That's different.
That's
yeah.
different. Collie shangles.
I mean, that sounds painful. Oh, he's got a case of the
collie shangles. Well, it's not a pleasant thing, this. So I think this is quite a sort of posh phrase, or was.
Collie shangle. So nothing to do
There's
with
been
like
a-
shepherding.
I'm afraid
because
there's
it's a
been.
sheepdog.
I'm afraid there's been a little bit of a collie shangles.
A mishap, a miscommunication.
Miscommunication is very close. It's a quarrel.
Quarrel,
A
right.
quarrel. They've had a bit of a collie shangles, I'm afraid. Right, Ellen, this next one is very apt for you, I think. GIGGLEMUG.
Well, a mug is like a face, a smiling face.
You've got it.
Giggly face.
An habitually smiling face.
Ah!
GIGGLEMUG. What would it mean if I said that I've got the MORBS?
Got the morbs. It's to do with morbidity, so you're depressed. Depression.
That's right. It's an 1880 phrase for temporary melancholy. So yeah, there you go. Got the MORBS.
Got the morbs.
Well, you got the MORBS over now. Mafficking.
A fight down the pub.
Street rowdyism. There you go. There you go. Street rowdyism. They all poured out the pub for a bit of mafficking. I want to get this one right. Umble come stumble.
Umble come stumble.
Umble come stumble.
Something a little bit ramshackle.
Very
So like,
good
because
guess.
it sounds like
It
mumble,
does.
like umble come stumble. So you know,
It's
a little bit umble,
higgledy-piggledy.
little bit- Yeah, exactly. That's
All a who.
Yeah.
It's higgledy-piggledy. It's umble come stumble.
Yeah.
We should just take that clip and make it, that few seconds, make it our channel trailer.
Yeah.
No, umble come stumble means thoroughly understood.
Okay.
Yeah. So if I, for example, if I described like some directions, you're like, look, you go down to the
Umble,
station.
come,
So right there. You got it?
Umble come stumble.
Umble come stumble. It's umble come stumble. I think you might know this one. This is an 1883 term, MUTTON shunter.
Vegetarian.
No. Were there vegetarians in Victorian times? Could you afford to take
I mean,
them?
some people were probably vegetarians by force because they
Yeah.
could only afford
Or
potatoes.
they tried to eat meat, but it just was always bread or Just water or something. I don't know.
A shepherd.
Also good. Yeah, I mean, yes, actually. They are shunting mutton.
They shunt
aren't
mutton.
It is a slang term for a policeman. 1883. I'd heard that one
heard of
before.
that one,
It's the only
yeah.
one of these I'd heard before. Nanty-narking.
Well, if you're a narc, you tell on people.
That's true.
Checking your ID.
That's good. Probably not in the Victorian times, but it's what it should. We should bring it back to me.
ID in Victorian times
Yeah.
is like, I promise. And
Yeah.
it's probably not even written in English because most people couldn't go to school. So,
Yeah, like everyone can have a pint of gin.
yeah.
Okay?
There
Young
was
boy,
a lot of
have
gin.
this pint of
Well,
gin.
the water of the Thames was so bad that they were like, we can't drink that, let's just drink gin. So,
It's a lot healthier.
it-
Not healthy. Not healthy.
but healthier.
Healthier. I'll tell you, it means great fun. Wales.
A country next
Like
to
the-
England.
It's like, yeah, it's no longer in use. This is an antiquated term. No, Wales with an H, like the animal. Wales. Andy is absolutely Wales on Disney World.
Like very knowledgeable. They know a lot about it, or they're a big fan, and they
Big fan.
Yeah.
Desperately devoted.
right.
Yeah, absolutely Wales on something.
Yeah, really big on
yeah.
it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, brilliant. Yeah. If you had this new bandmate. Oh, my gosh, yes. No, I'm absolutely Wales on them.
Yeah,
It's
good.
great. I'm
Absolutely
Wales.
on
Yeah.
it.
What are you Wales on?
Similar to Andy, Disney.
Absolutely Wales on Disney.
Absolute Wales on Disney.
John, you're pretty Wales on Tottenham Hotspur, aren't you?
Sadly, for my sake, yes.
Oh, tell you what, I'm pretty Wales on watching people run real fast in the Olympics. That's been fun.
Oh,
Yeah,
Wales
yeah.
on Olympics.
Wales on Olympics. I just
Also
oh,
a great event.
yes.
Let's get them involved.
You'd get like one in the pool, and then have to be like, okay, well, let's get it back out again because it's sad.
Give it gold, give it silver, give it bronze, get it back in the sea. Grumpy whale swimming away with 3 medals. I won't do that again. Won't do that in 4
Just
years.
tipped over the little dorsal fin.
This is a lovely one that I really think we should try and bring back, and I think it would be especially appropriate for Corazon. Mind the grease.
Hold the butter.
No.
Like in a sandwich. Hold.
No, but you're not a million miles away, in, like, sort of philosophically. It means, let me pass, please. Approaching someone on the street.
Mind
Which
the
way are you
grease.
going to go?
Slip.
Mind the grease. Oh, they'd probably be like, what grease? You'd be like, it's slang. Oh, I've not heard it before. It's from Victorian times. Okay, and last one. What are Collins? Now, a very good friend of mine is a Collins, and I don't know how they will feel about this bit of slang.
Well, I'm
What are
wondering.
Collins?
What Collins?
What are Collins?
Like a bit of a nerdy type character, a little bit of a kind of like, I don't know, a little bit socially awkward like we all are. Because I'm thinking of Mr. Collins from Pride and Prejudice, which will have come out before this.
Yeah. That's excellent deductive reasoning. It's not nerdy, it's greedy. Greedy person. Evidently, the dictionary says, from a name of a gourmand who has long since been forgotten. So at some point, there was a Collins who was an absolute greedy guts. So much so that everyone said, what a Collins.
What a Collins.
What a Collins.
Imagine like becoming
Yeah,
a thing like that.
not good. So
Collins.
famous for your greed. that when people cleaning their plates all over. Oh.
All right, got a Collins here at the
Yeah,
table.
what a Collins you've turned out to be.
Yeah, all seconds.
Yeah.
Oh, Collins. Oh, I shouldn't. Oh, go on, I'll be a Collins.
I'll be
a Collins.
Yeah,
Oh.
I'll be a Collins
Oh.
today. Finally, you're allowed to use your laptop for this. I'm going to give you 5 minutes to write your Ace Attorney murder alibi. It must use as many of these terms as possible.
Oh my gosh.
Then
Okay.
you will present it to Judge John, and if he is convinced you were nowhere near the crime when it took place, he will declare you innocent on all charges.
All right.
Okay, right. Well, hang on. You should sit in the middle. It's like
right.
you're the.
Oh.
Uh-oh, that's fine. Right. Ellen Rose, you were accused of the murder of, I don't know, let's say Andy. Explain where you were at the time.
Look, I promise you, the words coming out of my sauce box are true. I was dressed up all afternoonified, enjoying some bags of mystery, which were, they were bang up to the elephant. I mean, definitely not Bow Wow mutton, but me, what a Collins. I mean, I added extra gravy. All right, I added extra gravy, which was a bit of butter upon bacon. But hey, you know, take the egg. I went out.
We could get moved to the bit about the murder.
Well, I went out in the wet sea with my rain napper, all right, and rode along on the old bone shaker when I saw some people having a collie shangles outside the pub. Actually, they were straight up maffacking. That's when I saw the mutton shunter come round the corner and say, mind the grease to a mysterious figure who seemed to have got the morbs after seeing the fight, going by how worried they looked. They'd been really getting into the nanty-narking previously, but I don't think they were very whales on fights. Maybe you should ask them.
Wow, that was amazing, Ellen. I expected you to give an alibi. I didn't expect you to also shine the light of suspicion on another party.
Yeah.
The narrative thread pulls you forward. John, how do you find Ellen guilty, not guilty?
Not guilty, Your Honour.
Yay! We don't have to lose any more people. Just Andy. Just Andy. Well, Ellen, you've really taken the egg. Bye. Good stuff, good stuff. Thank you for watching, everyone.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, may you all have, I'm trying to think of a single bit of slang that we used. May you all take the egg.
Yeah, may you all take the egg.
May you all say, we're absolutely whales on you viewers.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah, so hit that like button and check out some of our other videos and just get out there this weekend, take the egg. Let's get out there and take the egg. It's our egg now.
Get bang up to the elephant.
Get bang up to the elephant and say, listen, Mr. Elephant, I'm having your egg.